Hello everyone and welcome back to Law Statistics. Today's presentation is based on most important topics for legal reasoning and their legal explanations. So let's proceed towards the presentation. Rise in cases of cyber frauds and amid lockdown. Cyber fraud is the crime committed via computer with the intent to corrupt another individual's personal and financial information stored online. The pandemic of COVID 19 and the imposed lockdown has led to more people to be confined at home, with many more hours to spend online each day and increasingly relying on the internet to access services they normally obtain offline. This basic change is in how we live our lives and use the internet has prompted a proliferation of crime. The extreme measures have been accompanied by a dramatic rise in cybercrimes across the country. Attacks have scored 86% in the 4 weeks roughly between March and April, according to recent Reuters report quoting Indian Home Ministry officials. Reasons for rise in cybercrime. A closer examination of the jump in cybercrime reveals that both private and state sponsored cybercriminals have proven effective at exploiting the ongoing crisis. Lieutenant General Rajesh Pant, India's National Cybersecurity Coordinator, told the Economic Times that cyber crimes had launched thousands of fraud portals related to coronavirus. These sites have lured thousands of Indian eager to contribute to the fight against coronavirus. Chief among these is the PM CARES Coronavirus Fund established by the Prime Minister's office. At least a half dozen fake versions of the site have engaged and have successfully solicited thousands of dollars from unsuspecting officials. Rise in domestic violence cases in India. Domestic violence. The term domestic violence includes elaborately all forms of actual abuse or threat of abuse, physical, sexual, verbal, emotional, economical nature that can harm, cause injury, endanger the health, safety, life, limb, or well being, either mental or physical, of the aggrieved person. Types of domestic violence are as follows: physical abuse, sexual abuse, verbal or emotional abuse, and last is the economic abuse. Domestic violence. Recent data released by the National Legal Services Authority suggests that the nationwide lockdown has led to a rapid increase in cases of domestic violence. The data, which is categorized according to cases in different states, suggests that cases are increasing. Rising cases of sextortion in India. Meaning of sextortion occurs when someone threatens to distribute private and sensitive material using an electronic medium if she don't provide images of a sexual nature, sexual favors or money. Sextortion during Vineet Kumar, founder and president of Cyber Peace Foundation, opined that especially the cases of sextortion have increased during the lockdown. Sextortion is extorting money or sexual favors from somebody by threatening to reveal evidence of their sexual activity. People are getting into relationships online as they are under lockdown, and extortion cases are being reported to us. Many women do not want to make official complaints in these cases, he said. Whatever official figure that is being quoted is just to tip the iceberg. Cyber experts, however, said that the numbers are just the tip of the iceberg. We received 412 genuine complaints of cyber abuse from March 25, 2020 till April 25, 2020. Out of these, 396 complaints were serious, one from women. Supreme Court directing private to conduct free test enable. Is there a limit to the powers of Supreme Court under Article 142? Personal details should not be shared. The Supreme Court recently passed an interim order in a public interest litigation directing government to ensure free COVID testing in private labs. In its order dated April 8, 2020, the bench stated a test related to COVID 19, whether in approved government laboratories or approved private laboratories, shall be free of cost. The center was directed to issue necessary directions in this regard. Hurdles to implement Supreme Court order. There can be no two ways about the urgent necessity to increase the rate of testing. However, making the test free for persons who have the ability to pay for it would unnecessarily shift the burden to labs. Similarly, if the government mandates that private labs conduct tests free of cost without any assurance timely reimburse, it may prove such thing, the pandemic and our constitutional provisions. The virus, the lockdown, and fundamental rights. The nature of the chapter on fundamental rights of Constitution has been described and venerated by a barrage of judgments of the Supreme Court right from the verdict of court in A.K. Gopalan to Puttaswamy. Fundamental rights not suspended. The enforcement of fundamental rights themselves have not been suspended, as in the case of emergency. Therefore, the road not taken under Part 18 ensures that a fundamental rights chapter remains justifiable. Fundamental rights not suspended. A situation as thrown up in the present is a rarity, and perhaps rightly the anxiety, the fear, psychosis, and the legislative worry of migrant workers and wage earners. What does Article 360 says? If the state government are unable to channelize financial resources in the light of the present calamity, where which is having an enormous adverse effect on the economy, the central government may invoke Article 360 of the Constitution and impose financial emergency. Basically, Article 360 talks about financial emergency in certain situations. That's all for today's presentation. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you and have